Good evening and welcome back. It is season 3 of Off the Line Racing, and my, do we have a season opener for you here in the EU side, Tier 1. You may have already seen that the AM side has got going as of Monday, but it is Wednesday and it's time for the EU side as we get ourselves over to the mighty Melbourne, Australia for its 14-turn, 5.278 kilometre long circuit with 4 DRS zones. Each of those being a double dose with only 2 detection points. This opens a door for DRS strategies, anything that you can throw out there, and of course, plenty of overtaking opportunities. A very fast flowing track with very fast times. But, as you can see, he's back again. It is Sam, my co-coms. How are we, my friend?
I'm very good today. How are you, Corey?
Excited.
Yeah, excited. Yeah, that's what you want to be, as you were saying. Yeah, back here yet again for another season of racing, another season of just chaos and hopefully close battles.
Oh, that's all we can hope for. And as we get over to the mighty Melbourne, Australia, this is one of the tracks that should start off every season strong. Plenty of overtaking opportunities, fast-flowing corners, straights where you can attack from, and of course, the 9-10 chicane, which can certainly bring some outrageous moves, all for your viewing pleasure and entertainment. But don't let us keep you waiting any longer. The drivers have taken to the track, so we shall get ourselves trackside.
We will indeed, as we sit and wait these first few minutes, getting ready. Who will be the first on the track? Who will take it away for Season 3 in Tier 1 here at OTLR? I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm expecting a very close together field for this new and improved Tier 1. You know, obviously some familiar faces here and some newcomers who we haven't seen before. You know, what do you reckon, Corey? Who's winning today in your eyes?
Well, you know,
who do you reckon's got it?
Last season we started off with a console crossplay tier and a PC tier, which all got changed later on towards the season to allow a lot more crossplay players to get involved. So then tier 2 became what was known as the PC tier. Now the PC tier set down some good pace, but now the tiers are all in pace order. This is where we shall see the fastest times, the hardest racing, and of course you can see one of your champions on the board already, Banana 590, taking that Tier 2 championship last season here in Tier 1, and of course not driving that Alpine, he's driving that Mercedes. My eyes are on him, but don't forget that your 2-time champion Leon is also in this tier. He's not here tonight, so he's not going to be bringing any serious challenge into the start of the season, but as we get going on throughout the later rounds, he is certainly a contender coming to look to take 3 Tier 1 championships on the bounce, but all eyes for me are on Banana 590.
Yeah, they are indeed. Your reigning champion in Tier 2 last season, which is now Tier 1, obviously, with the whole switch around that we were doing last season. It got a little bit complicated, but we're here now. We made do, and it worked wonders, in my opinion. Very excited to see what we have today. And obviously, you mentioned, Leon, Tier 1 champion, Banana, Tier 2 champion, both going to be competing in the same tier. Leon recently moved over to wheel. I believe not even a week he's been on wheel. Can he still bring the challenge to the front of the grid, or is he going to be falling back a bit? Who knows? I'm excited to see, though, and I can't wait.
I'm very excited to see what is going to happen here in this Season 3 as things get going with a bang. Nick will be the driver to set the first qualifying lap as we get going through in Season 3. Here in Australia, he's invalidated straight away, so he will not be. We'll jump on board with the Mercedes. Now, Gacha was driving an Alpine last season, but now you'll have to get used to the change of colours as he's rocking that silver arrow. Comes up into first sector, looking very squared away, very tidy indeed. Not running too wide though on the exit of turn 5, where you can take quite a bit of apex, but just don't get too friendly with it because that grass comes at you very quickly. He's now coming through sector 2, round turn 8 before he gets aided by that rear wing, that DRS for the first part of his double dose into sector 2. looking very, very racy and pacey. You know, he has showed the premise in Tier 2 last season. He has got the pace and the drive and ability, took victories and was challenging for the title before his Alpine teammate took it away. And as you can see, they're back on the grid again as teammates, both rocking the Mercedes colour over the Alpine now. Pogacar coming through into Sector 3 now. Could he be the driver to set pole or some form of benchmark pole, which other drivers may struggle to beat? You know, everybody's now in pace order. Tier 1 being the fastest times, the fastest drivers that we have to offer. Pogacar comes across the line. The first time of Season 3 is a 15.3 here in Australia for the European side. Of course, we've had the American side, don't forget about that. For the European side, that is Season 3 started.
It is indeed, as the first times are now flooding onto the board. William Jones with a 16 flat, you know, quite a big gap to Gatcha. He's set a very, very confident banker. He's going to be very pleased with that as the rest of the times are starting to come in now. Few people invalidating like Smith and I believe it was Nick who was first across the line. But yeah, we're seeing them times flooding in now. Glitch 10 with a 15.6, very competitive time behind Gatcha there. Edward coming in with a 15.8. And Shanez coming in with a 15.4, just about getting into the 15.3s. Another very good lap time. We're seeing some quick paces being set here. I think it's a shootout for pole. I think there's going to be at least 6 or 7 drivers in the shout for it here.
Oh, I'm counting on that. I'm absolutely counting on that. Banana, unfortunately, invalidated his backside of that lap, but I think he's going right now to get his start into Season 3. But for Gatcha, Paul, for now, banker, set, but Shanez is right there, lurking behind in his Aston Martin, looking to potentially be a new contender coming into Season 3. A new driver contending for Tier 1 Championship after it's been 2-time champion Leon. But he's not here tonight, so the season goes down. Well, the start of the season goes down to the drivers on your screen. Anybody could be in contention here. Like I said, I can shout out Banana, I could shout out Gatcha, I could shout out this new driver, Shanez, with that banker lap. Even to the likes of Glitch 10, I've seen him drive a very good race in Australia in the past. He struggled there, they're only 3/10 away. Even Nick, IRT Nick, see, like you say, 7 drivers at least, there's got to be. You just can't quantify the pace that we've got on the grid here to 1 driver. It's going to be close.
It is indeed, as Banana now just about to enter Sector 3 on his first proper lap, as he did invalidate initially. Coming through the final 2 turns now, what will it be for Banana? Let's hope he can get himself up there. Oh, and he dives into the pit. Clearly not happy with that lap time there. Did invalidate, but I don't think he was up enough on his time. Maybe the tyres a little bit too worn from them, you know, first couple of sectors that he did on a flyer. Who knows?
Yeah, not happy with his first time lap, but Jack, 4.657 out on the medium compounder tyre is almost 4/10 up as he came through Sector 2. He's coming down now towards turn 11. Round he goes. You can use a lot of curb there, but don't run it too wide because the grass comes at you ever quicker. 12 done and dusted. Is he going to gain what he needs now to jump higher up in the field? He's only half a second away from P10, and he was almost on that half a second on the medium compounder tyre. He's flat towards the line. Where can he place that Haas? He stays where he is. Only 4.5 but on a medium compounder tyre against these drivers that have done soft runs already.
Yeah, you know, I don't think he can be too displeased with that. He's definitely just getting, you know, a bit of track acclimation going. He probably hasn't had enough time to practice and just wants that extra couple of tenths. He knows he can gain if he, you know, just goes out and sends it on a set of scrubs.
Yeah, again, track acclimation. Some drivers haven't had the time to practice per se, but they'll go out and do a couple laps under mediums in qualifying. Then when they're warmed up and they get a bit of a feel for the track and the grip limits, they'll send it out on the softs and get themselves ready to rock and roll. Currently on board with AMS Smith, who's yet to set his banker time, but he does come around the final turn 14 now, flat towards the line. Where's he going to place that V-carb? P3 is a 15.4, another potential contender for pole position. God, look at that already. Within 5/10? Everybody within 5/10, 1 down to P6. That's a close margin if you think about it for banker times.
Very close indeed as I'm on board with Gatcha now, setting his second lap, just coming through sector 2, about to hit the 910 chicane. Can he hit it perfectly? Flat to the floor, not a single bit of lift in there. He takes it beautifully.
He's doing very, very well as he's getting his sector 3 on the way down into turn 11. Round we go, not running too wide there. Seeing drivers running just a little bit wider onto the exit of the apex, but he keeps himself calm, collected. Only 2 more corners to go. 13 around we go, almost catches a slide, but controlled it well, and he's on the exit of 14 with that rear wing open for the final time. Down towards the line, is it an improvement on pole? It is indeed, by just under a tenth, a 15.2. The new time to beat is found, another 10th.
As indeed, I think that first lap was just that good, Corey. I mean, don't get me wrong, the little slide coming into the final 2 corners, definitely going to lose him a bit of time there. Maybe a tenth, maybe a little less, but I mean, he is flying right now. No one is even, remotely close to taking that lap time off him. Next driver down 2 tenths behind, and Tig goes fastest with a 1:15.16. Now that is a very competitive lap. That is what you want to be doing for your second lap. I think even if he doesn't go out again here, he's definitely going to be, top 6, top 7. That is an incredibly quick lap.
Edward diving into the pits though, and I thought he would have come around to the line. That's Nick powering down towards the line to start a lap, whereas Jones is down on his delta on a lap. So some drivers get into the field looking to improve on their times. Marius Anderson is currently improving by just under 2 tenths as he's coming through sector 3. He's got 2 corners to go to gain a little bit more, but he needs more than just under 2 tenths to jump ahead of AB Edward. He may only gain 1 position on this lap unless he can pull it all out into the final turn. He does manage to get just ahead of AB Edward. That's P8 secured for Marius Anderson for now. 8 minutes to go qualifying. Still a lot of drivers to come out and set their laps. Everybody going on their out laps or starting laps. But for now, Tig leading the charge in qualifying with a 15.1. The time to beat. Some drivers struggling here. Drivers you wouldn't expect not being able to find the pace when they need it most.
No, few drivers. I mean, PW Jones getting himself up there in P7. Very decent lap from him. I mean, I wouldn't say surprised, but he is here. He's showing he's not, he's not going to be sitting at the back. He wants to compete. He definitely wants to get some points, as Banana now is going to start another flyer after invalidating yet again. He's really struggling here in this qualifying as he comes now down onto turn 1. What can he do? Can he keep it within track limits? Just about brilliantly through there as he gets to the second DRS zone, heading on down to turn 3 and 4. A lovely set of corners in my opinion. Very easy to lose the rear, very easy to go wide. It's all throttle control through there as he now comes through heading on to sector 2. Is he up on his time? Let's see, 26.2 first sector. Still going. I think he's going to have to set this lap though, because if he doesn't, it's all going to be on that final lap, and that is not what you want in qualifying. Coming now onto the longest straight of the track, down to the 910 chicane.
He's looking to send it all the way around as he does, flat to the floor. Very brave. A lot of drivers have the ability to do that. It'll low fuel, the car's lighter, fresh, soft, the grip is there. Under a race though, whoever has the minerals to flat that on worn tyres when you're battling it out, fair play to you. The car becomes unpredictable, the grip starts to slip away, and if you can still maintain that pressure, it's looking strong. Banana powers down towards the line. He is going to set the time. He needs to get the bank on the board. It's only good enough for P5, so he needs to get himself back round again. But he's still up there, still P5, still within a striking distance. As you can see, the times are getting ever closer. 6/10 split now from P1 to P9. That is getting very, very close.
Is indeed, as Bobby now coming through the third sector to set his first banker lap 6 minutes into the session. Will he go into the pits? Will he stay out? He stays out. He's confident with this lap. Coming now, 30% battery on towards the line. What can he do? It's a 15.6. Not the greatest of laps for Bobby there, but I'm sure he's keen to improve. He's going to get himself back to the pits, get himself ready for that final lap, which is all important.
Much needed lap there. We have a V-carb coming round towards the line. Take to start another flying lap. Your current P1 sitting qualifying. Can he improve on this time? Can he send it and get a little bit more? Potentially get into that 14s. It's a 10th and a half away. He needs to be able to really fire it and send it around these corners as he comes up towards turn 3 now. Looks very tidy, very clean, but you've got to remember tyre temperature is king. Has he got the soft compounds fired up to where he wants them? He's looking a little bit slow there on the exit of 5. Didn't take any apex on that exit, but he comes through turn 6, still flat to the floor. He is deploying that battery, so he's not on a double outlap. He is going for it. Rear wing is open, coming around turn 8, flat to the floor down towards the 910 chicane. Ace could either make or break your lap. He's currently leveling time just about, but he does improve the second sector. It's purple, so he's lost some time in sector 1. Sector 3 is all that separates him, and an extension on that pole. Time is invalidated, it coming around 11. Very easily done. That apex is very wide. There's a lot to run over, and he's just gone over that line a little bit too quickly. Dives into the pits, and that's his lap done and dusted. Glitched Hen in his Williams invalidated lap will come back into the pits as well. Other than that, it is ABE Edward who comes into sector 3 now. That rear wing not open, so this may be an in lap.
I believe it is. He did just set himself a comfortable 15.5. He'll be looking to improve that on his final lap, get into the pits as quick as possible and get straight back out on the track. You know, we're starting to see the first few drivers trickle out, you know, get ready to do their final runs. You know, we got Jack and Julian both on an outlap, everyone else in or coming into the pits. I'm very ready for this. I can't wait to see who ends up on pole here. It is looking very close.
Well, I wonder how much time Jack is going to gain now he's on the soft compound tyre. He's done 16 lap times on the mediums, and if now he's on that soft compound, he's going to have the grip. He's going to be able to push a little bit harder, a little bit quicker now. So as he's coming through sector 3, has he generated the tyre temperatures needed to get ready to push on his outlap? This is his soft run. This will be the time that he needs to get himself up there from the back of the field. The Haas opens that rear wing flat to the floor, deploy a little bit of that battery to get your acceleration as you cross the line, and the timer starts.
Does indeed, as he comes through 1 and 2. Very tidy through there, keeping it nice and safe. You know, he needs to set a lap now. He's only done a medium run. And it's a risky play, but will it pay off here for Jack today? Obviously, he's out on the track, 2 minutes left. The track is nearly at its best. You know, he's on the fresh softs. He's got at least 5/10 in this lap, at least, I reckon. As he's 2/10 up coming through sector 1. Yeah, he's going to be gaining heaps of time, especially through the 9-10 chicane and on the exit of 11.
So he's flat to the floor. That rear wing is open. He's about to finish his sector 2 to get to that 9-10 chicane. The delta time is up just under 3.5 tenths. He fires it round to the left, back around to the right. One of the 9 right turns you will face in this right-handed dominated circuit. It's only 5 to the left, but as he comes around another right-hander turn 11, he'll be met with turn 12. He's going to have to gain all he can here in sector 3. Is it the improvement that he needs to propel himself up potentially ever close to that top 5? It's a second improvement needed. He was only 3/10 up the first time around. The rear wing is open. Oh, he jumps to P12 with 8/10 improvement. So it was close. He is within the fight, but everybody down to P15 is within a second.
Yeah, a bit of drama at the back of the field here. Julian Prince invalidating his hot lap. Does he have enough time to charge his battery up? He's in sector 3. He's going very slowly, trying to gain as much of that battery back as he can. He's going to have to just send it for another run here. That is not what you want to be doing. Coming through the 9-10 chicane, just took a little bit too much on the entrance of turn 10 as he goes again for his lap. What can he produce here? Let's see.
We're on board with Nick as he's coming around the final 2 turns, really sending it in sector 3. Needs to gain all that he can. He's within a sniff of pole position. It's only a couple tenths. Rear wing is open. Burn all the battery. Everything you've got. Crosses the line and does not improve. He lost it. He lost everything that he may have hoped to have. And that will be him done for qualifying. On board with Banana coming up through towards turn number 3. Apologies. Keeps it very clean calm and collected around 4. Easy on the curb, back on the throttle through 5, not running that apex wide. We've seen drivers do it on the bank laps, 2.5 tenths up in his sector 1, but it's invalid. Where did he invalid? I missed it. Did he invalid in turn 6? Oh, that's unfortunate. Banana may be out of qualifying. He will be out of qualifying. He will not make it back to the line to start another lap. Who else can we go on board with? Is that Julian Prince who's about to finish his lap?
Julian Prince. He's 3 tenths up currently, heading into sector 3. Let's see, has he gained any more time? He's on a bit of warm-softs. What can he do? Coming through the final couple of turns now. Getting onto the start-finish straight. Burn every last bit of rubber, every last bit of battery you've got down to the line. What can he do? It's a 15.9. It's a 5/10 improvement. That is not too shabby. Next across the line will be the... It will be Banana, but he is invalid.
Stocky's up to 13. Banana's invalid. We have a kick Sauber. Marius Anderson jumps up to P8.
55. Very nice lap time from Marius there. Can't complain.
Dethroned by Edward straight away. Up goes AMF Smith. Gotcha with a new pole time. The Red Bull
about to cross the line. Doesn't improve. Glitch 10 next across the line. Let's see, where can he put it? P4 currently stays exactly where he is.
Oh, there's one driver my eyes are on. Shanes. Where's he going to place himself? The Aston Martin flat towards the line. He was looking good on his banker times. Where can he place himself? The Aston Martin. Is it to the top? Was it to the top? I don't think it was. It was P4. So not much of an improvement there. May have improved his time, but not much in positions. And Paul goes to the driver who was almost dominant last season. Gotcha. But he was dethroned by his own teammate in Season 2. But to start off the season strong, there is Paul by just 0.04 of a second. Tig for P2, AMS Smith P3, Shanes P4, Glitch 10, Nick, Banana, AMS Bobby, AB Edward and Marius Anderson doing your top 10 by under half a second. As we go down, Ice Cream, Mario May Jonas, Jack, Stocky, PW Jones and Julian Prince doing your 16 grid. And it was under 9/10 of a second in qualifying. Oh, wow. But now, you know what time it is. It's time for the restart. So we bring ourselves back to the commentator's corner, where we just have a nice little chat as everybody goes and gets themselves ready for the Grand Prix. It does open the door for a spicy qualifying though, because you can go for a softer allocation in qualifying, get 4 sets of softs. However, we did see Jack utilise the mediums here today. Maybe he's forgetting about the allocation there and didn't change it, but you can use 4 sets of softs in qualifying because we need to get the collisions back on, as DRS and slipstream will be a factor in the Grand Prix, but it is banned in qualifying and also helps us mitigate those game bugs that you've seen in seasons before and in other leagues potentially of any issues you may have seen from the game itself. But we stay hopeful for 25 to come. We can have a quick little look at the calendar. So as you know, we're starting ourselves off in Australia. So lovely to see the season start in Australia. We'll also start in Australia this year for the real Formula One season as we undergo pre-season testing over the next few days before we get ourselves over to the mighty fine Monza. I absolutely love Monza, Sam. I don't know about you, but that track just hits home for me. The way you can send it through some of those turns, delight.
Yeah, it's a beautiful track. I mean, it's so easy to just have an entire grid just all P1 to P20 just together, and it can create some very interesting racing at Monza. Definitely a track I'm looking forward to for next week. What about you?
Absolutely. Lovely. Cannot wait to see what's going to happen in Escara. You know, you're ready with that DRS. There could be the door for moves, late lunges, late breaks. You know it all to come out to play. But of course, that straight coming over the line, down into turn 1, it gets dangerous. But again, it's all to play for in Monza, being round 2. Round 3, China. Not looking forward to that one. It can be a difficult track to say the least, but the one I am looking forward to is round 4, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. My favourite track. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, very, very, very tricky track as well. You know, the walls are constantly so close to you. You know, you go too wide, it's very sketchy. You go 3 wide, let's face it, there's a good chance someone's getting damaged. But yeah, very tricky track, very, very fast track as well. You know, a lot of high speed straights, a lot of high speed corners. Can't wait for that one myself.
Absolutely, it's going to be absolute chaos in those 27 turns, or it's going to be absolute perfection of racing under strategy. As then round 5, we get ourselves over to the Hungaro Ring, and then round 6, Japan. Bit controversial is Suzuka with its questionable grip limits. Sector 1, you stay away from those apexes. Do not touch that curve. You'll be sent on an all-inclusive holiday into the barrier. That's to say the least.
You will indeed. Japan is a very, very sketchy track. One of my personal hatreds on this game is Japan Sector 1. I absolutely despise it. But at the end of the day, it's the track they've been given. They're going to have to suck it up and get on with it.
Absolutely. Then we have ourselves. I think, do we have our break then? I think we do have a week's. No, we don't. We keep on going. On to Belgium in Spa. I love it. Longest track. Love to watch it. Hate to drive it. That's to say the least. One of the love-hate relationships of all circuits presented to us on the calendar. Don't know about you, Sam. How do you feel about Spa?
I don't mind it, Corey. I find it a fun track to drive. Not past 5 laps though. After 5 laps, I just don't want to be there anymore. But you know, it's one of them. It's such an iconic track. It's such a beautiful track. You know, elevation changes. You know, some of the longest. It has the longest straight on
Yes,
the
the
calendar,
Camel Straight,
if I'm not mistaken. Just it is a beautiful track at the end of the day. Personally, I don't enjoy it though.
Oh, nice.
I do enjoy watching though. I do enjoy watching it.
Love-hate relationship, same as me, mate. I love to watch it, hate to drive it. But Baku, love to drive that. Absolutely love to drive it. Castle is treacherous. One of those corners that you can either do it, I am stupid, or feel like you're invincible with the way you come up that slight little hill. It's only a short hill, but the degree of it and the way you come firing up before you hit with that right-hander. Love it. Lovely set of corners. But Baku, again, a very, very long straight, just like Belgium. One of the straights going down into a treacherous turn 1, that 90-degree left-hander, could be chaos.
Could indeed. I mean, you mess your braking up, you go a bit wide, you're taking off your front wheel on that extended bit of the barrier going on the exit. But again, very, very entertaining track to watch. Very fun track to drive, in my opinion. You know, you've got to be on your A game when you are driving the streets of Baku.
Absolutely. Finishing off, we have round 9 Austria, and then Miami, Brazil. And finishing off in Spain, Barcelona. We haven't seen it in Season 1 or Season 2, but in Season 3, it will be your season finisher. Excited to see it because I've yet to see a race there in this entire game cycle. I don't think I've commentated a Barcelona Grand Prix this entire game cycle. So nice to see it on a calendar, and could prove to be a season decider with the way this grid's looking. Everybody being very, very close and tight knit together. Speaking on the grid, we can take a quick little look at your team assignments. You've seen them out there, but here is your full driver lineup for the EU Tier 1 in Season 3. Starting off with the Red Bulls. We have Leon, your two-time champion of Season 1 and Season 2, paired up with AMS Bobby. However, Leon, not here today, has been filled in with the reserve driver, IRT Nick, filling in that Red Bull spot. Your Season 2 Constructors and Tier 2 champion, team duo in a way, rivaling it out all the way through. Banana and Gacha rocking those Mercedes colours, followed on with the Ferraris. IRT Jeremy and Julian Prince. Julian Prince here tonight, you've seen on the track during his qualifying session. And then the McLarens, EPL Stretch and Sabucha. I don't see any of the McLarens on the grid, I don't think, tonight. So the McLarens
No,
are
I
going
think
to
they're
lose
both
some...
missing out today, unfortunately.
Yeah, going to lose some much needed points in the end when you think about it as the season starts, but they could claw it back later on, hoping if they come from round 2 onwards And then, of course, the Aston Martins, Vettel and Shanes. Shanes, you saw today, taking P4 in qualifying, looking very racy on his banker, and he's still right there, well within a striking distance of potentially taking racing victory. Onto the Alpines, you have Mariam Jonas and AB Edward. Edward as well, looking a little bit on the pace, looking a little bit racy, ready to challenge and fight on. It's looking interesting. And then onto the Williams team, P.W. Jones and Glitched Hen. A good duo, to say the least. P.W. Jones known for his consistency in driving. He may not be one of the fastest drivers on the grid, but certainly can finish those races and stays very clear of any incidents and finds himself up there scoring consistent points. Glitched Hen, a driver that's got the pace to potentially bring Williams up to the top. Onto the VCABs, Tig challenging for pole position today. Looking spicy, looking fine with his teammate AMS Smith. Could Tig be a contender for the championship? And then Ice Cream, Marius Anderson, 2 returning drivers you saw in the PC tier last season that became tier 2, driving those Kick Sauber. And finally, the Haas team duo, Stocky and Jack. Interesting lineup, fast drivers. You saw the qualifying here, under 9/10 from P1 to P16. Everybody's going to be in a huge DRS train all the way through, providing we get ourselves a nice, clean getaway. Season 3 is looking very, very interesting, very fine. And the power couple, I think, the power team to watch is going to be that Mercedes duo.
Yeah, definitely. Keep your eye on Mercedes and especially Red Bull. Bobby and Leon, definitely a fierce duo. And I know Julian Prince and Jeremy as well are going to be looking to get themselves up there. But I don't think you can count any team out, to be fair. I think it is going to be extremely close. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a different winner every single race. It is that close up there at the front.
Absolutely. This could be track dependent. Who is better on what track? But if you want to be a part of this action, can't stress this enough. The sign-ups are open. Mid-season sign-ups, start-of-season sign-ups, whatever you want to call it. Sign-ups are open. You want to be involved in this action, join the Discord. It's linked in the YouTube description. Click it. Get yourself here, sign up. 3 time trials is all you need, and you will be placed in a tier and could be part of this very own racing action. Even on the American side, any Americans coming in and watching the stream, we have an AM tier just for you. So get yourself signed up, get yourself over, and you can be a part of this racing action. Not going to keep you waiting any longer. We are finally trackside. The grid is getting ready, applying their setups and strategies and fuel load before they get going for 29 laps of Melbourne madness. Oh, I love it. Love it. Waiting for players. Get yourselves ready, gentlemen.
Very sorry about that. I had a bit of an issue with my mic there. But yeah, I was very excited for the start of this. You know, we're here for season 3. We are ready. We are trackside, and we are about to be getting underway for the Melbourne Grand Prix. Can't wait.
Oh, come on, boys. Stop keeping us waiting. We're just watching NPCs do the cheering for drivers on a grid that haven't started a race yet. I love that. I love how like the majority of the MPs, they all do the same emoji at the same time, and the other ones do the other one like the same emotes. Like it's just like a Mexican wave in a random order.
I mean, I'm currently looking at someone celebrating backwards. They appear to be looking away from the track.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they're a bit nervous. Who knows?
Over the Mercedes garage. He'd rather watch it on the TV rather than ride it. Yeah.
I heard they got an OLED setup in there, so maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it.
Ultra 4K high definition.
He's got his 3D glasses on.
Ready and waiting. We go for these drivers to get their setups applied, their strategies set. I wonder what the weather could be. The sky's looking a little grey. It's not looking too clear. If I look in that top left corner, we're not seeing blue skies. It's a little bit dull. So could we see the potential for rain?
Just rain, please. Just do it. That's all I want.
Changing conditions ever to appear on your screen in Austria, round 1. Oh, Australia even, round 1. Oh, could be. It'd be a dream. Changing conditions Grand Prix, I love it. You start, even if you just have a little bit of a wet stint in the middle. And we are lights on. 2, 4, 5. There we are. The lights are out. It is all go, go, go. Season 3 is underway and Gatcha's got away very well, very nicely. And Tig is looking to be getting right up behind to attack. Is that his teammate coming on through? It is AMS Smith sending one on his own teammate, trying to push on through. He's opened the door for Glitch to maybe have a little look. Maybe look at that outside line, but it's not open yet. 3, 4 cars wide up at the back of the field. Oh, there's contact. There's a V-carb spun. Ice Cream sent to the back of the pack. Stocky overtakes Jack. A.B. Edward gets past his teammate Jonas, and the leader has got an 8/10 gap on the start. Throwing it all out, pushing it all out, while further down the field, everybody's fighting away for those positions, trying to make the best lap one they can. Wow, that was dramatic off the start.
Was indeed, and what a start from Gatcha, nearly a second, and we're not even through the first lap. I don't think he's going to hold that, obviously. Very quick drivers coming up from behind. They're all going to get DRS lap, but wow, what a start. You know, positions gained there, positions lost there, Ice Cream getting knocked down the order. It's getting spicy. Glitch 10 takes Shanez, you know, Bobby ahead of Banana, Julian Prince up 5 positions off the start. Wow, what a racy start we've got here as we head on now to the second lap, getting ready. Tig nice and close, 4/10 behind. Is he going to sit behind? I think he is. He's going to wait. Julian Prince is out.
He's in the route.
Julian's out of the session. Is he in the pit? Okay, sorry, I did not know what happened there. That's very abrupt from Julian there. Maybe picked up damage on lap 1.
Ooh!
That is unfortunate.
Shanez going for an open door that Glitch left, but he was shown the back end of that Williams and pushed off the track. He went wide in turn 3, and Shanez certainly saw that opportunity and went for it. That was brave and bold, but Glitch ultimately closing that door through turn 4. Wow.
Yeah, slams the door on Shanez. He's not letting him get past that easy as Tig now with the DRS behind Gatcha, coming onto the final DRS zone.
Oh, Shanez is off the track. Nick sends it through. Maybe putting Shanez under a bit of pressure though. He's falling down to P9.
Banana the gravel by Bobby. That was a very, very late move. Bobby there just nudged him over onto the grass a bit. Banana losing traction, goes straight off, and he has lost a lot of positions from that. Wow, we've got a racy start going here as Tig looking to line up the move into turn 1. He's just playing bumper cars, sitting behind Gatcha here. He's not going past yet. He knows he's got coming on now to the second DRS zone, down to turns 3 and 4. He's still staying behind. Tig is not going ahead of Gatcha. I think this is games. I think Tig and Smith are just going to be defending behind. They know their teammates, P2 and 3. They know Australia. It's very easy to get the position on the guy in front, provided you have DRS. Will Tig go for it here, though? I think he's too close to not go for it. 10th behind. Gap is falling. He pulls to the outside, which will turn to the inside through the 910 chicane. Gets ahead nice and cleanly. Can Smith follow him through? I don't think he quite can. He's going to look for the door. It doesn't open. Wow, we're getting very racy here at the front of the grid.
Wow, that was interesting. Sorry, I was just doing a bit of camera work there. So when I start doing things with cameras and I start getting angles and stuff, I go a little bit silent because I'm trying to focus on getting the right shot. But I tried to give us a little bit of a spicy review look at the cars coming around turns 9 and 10, and it did look a little bit spectacular. But looking on, it is Tig now leading by almost 6/10, but Gatcha will benefit from that DRS. He does set the fastest lap, but Bobby Shanez! Wow, everybody firing through. That train just shows you how powerful the slipstream is. When you've got the DRS and you've got all those cars in front of you, the overspeed is massive. Shanez down to P8 still took the fastest lap.
Yeah, I mean, P1 to P8 all very tightly packed together and not even that far. Only 2.5 seconds behind. You've got P9 down to P13, all scrapping it out for them last 2 points. Playing positions as Stocky's going to go round the outside of Ice Cream. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. Just about misses out on that move. That would have been beautiful from the house driver there.
Oh, Banana's having a run. Banana's had a run. He's looking for it on Stocky. The Haas now under attack. He's going to lose a position. Banana's got the pace. He's got the inside line. He's going to keep it there. Stocky's going to try and fight it back side by side to turn 9. Oh, almost contacted with that Mercedes, but he backs out of it. Banana being smart. He can't risk another contact. He's already been sent down the order once, but he has PW Jones breathing down his neck, waiting for any open door, any opportunity to take positions away. Nick is looking to get a little bit closer to the back of Glitched Hen there. Could he be sizing up a move? But Glitched Hen is also looking to go a bit defensive, if not push on against AMS Smith. The gaps are closing a little bit more. Shanez is the one looking for it on the V-carb. Just backs back into that train. It's not quite there yet, my friend.
No, it is not. Shanez sitting comfortably in P8 there. You know, he's got Marius ahead of him as they go nearly 3 wide into turn 3 there. That was almost. I don't think they were planning on that. They all backed out of it very quickly. Gatcha's got himself caught in a bit of a V-carb sandwich here. He's not going to be liking this at all. He's going to be looking to either let Smith go or get ahead of Tig. He does not want to be sitting between the teammates. It's a very dangerous place to be because they can work together. They can push you down. They can push you out even. I mean, Nick now getting past Glitched Hen very comfortably there, using the DRS to his advantage. Is he going to look for another move? No, he's not.
Ooh, that Mercedes looks a little bit offline into turn 9 though. That could have been disastrous. He's lost some time, and there it is. Amos Smith sees that open door after he lost the speed on that. Oh, the slight contact! Huge contact!
Nick's gone as well!
Nick's gone! Smith's gone! Oh no! Oh, that was disaster!
Chaos.
That was disaster! Gatcha sent packing down the field. Smith's gone. Nick's down to P6. Glitched winning in that situation, moving up to P2. Marius Anderson on the podium, and Bobby within a striking distance of putting the pressure on. Shanez back up to P5.
Yeah, that was chaos. I'm not sure how Tig kept it there. It's Glitched Hen getting very close now to Tig. He's right there in prime position to make the move. He's kept himself clean for the start of this race, and he is just he's in the perfect position right now. He has got it all to play for here. Glitched Hen, you know, challenger in season 1. Had a bit of a rough season 2, but he is back here at Albert Park, ready to make the challenge for that win. Is he going to go for the move here? Is he going to stay behind? I think he might just stay behind. Ooh. Yeah, saving batteries, staying behind. You know, that is what you got to do at this point. It's lap 6. You know, don't get yourself.
Oh, there he goes!
He's gonna go for it though. Out of nowhere, 10 straight past Tig. Brilliant little move there. Sets himself up nicely for the remainder of this race.
Oh, he had a beautiful run, absolute beautiful run out of turn 10 there. The speed, the grip, the traction that he had coming round that chicane was insane, and he was right on his tail before the DRS was even active, and he just swung it to that inside, takes it away. Beautiful textbook manoeuvres. See Bobby moving out of the slipstream there, just trying to go a little bit defensive, but realises Shanez is not going to go for that move, not close enough. Oh, was that Marius Anderson getting a bit too friendly with that diffuser of that V-carb? Maybe wants to be careful. The DRS is going to produce that level of overspeed that is going to introduce that unpredictability in your braking zone. What you're used to, what you're not used to. You're coming in a little bit hotter, so you need to brake that little bit earlier to manage that a bit better. But we know these drivers have got the experience, they've got the pace. He just needs to be careful. We've seen 3 drivers knocked out of contention. I think Nick picked up some damage as he's down into P12. I think he's boxed and swapped that out. Take a little quick look at the tyre graphics. You see from P1 down to P8, everybody rocking the medium tyres. Nick has slapped on the hards and will look to go the distance. Marius Anderson side by side with Glitched Hen in turn 9 and 10. That was dramatic, but he managed to make it stick.
Pushed Bobby onto the grass there. What happened?
Ooh.
Doesn't quite get it. Sorry to cut you off there, Corey. Bobby's now going to nearly the position. Just about keeps it. Wow, that was close. I don't know what happened there between the front five. That was... This race has been chaos. They are just... Everyone wants to win it. Everyone wants that advantage out the gate. Jeez.
Yeah, everybody's pushing it all out here. Look at that. Textbook overtakes with DRS. Marius Anderson has got the 3 seconds though, but I wonder if we'll see that go to the stewards' room for contention. Provisionally, unofficially, before stewards could do anything about it, it is Marius Anderson with 3 seconds. Tig now being comfortable, knowing that Marius may be under that pressure, needs to bridge a 3-second gap, just needs to stay within DRS, try and manage those medium tyres to go a little bit longer so he can keep those hards fresher for longer when he does do his pit stop. So we have 21 laps to go, but I have seen the medium compounded tyre do 14 laps here in Australia, and there through he goes using that DRS textbook swap Baruni as we see a defensive glitch turn against Bobby, but the door's been open for Chanes. He's going to try, cannot get it in turn 9. God, everybody's going for it there. I called it out before the race begun. Turn 9 is certainly a place for overtakes to happen. Some sends, some lunges, some bold, brave manoeuvres. Just not playing out to anybody's favour just yet.
No, they're not indeed, but I don't know if you've noticed that train that's currently being led by Banana has gained about a second in the past few laps with these front runners scrapping. Glitch 10 falling behind a bit. You know, Marius and Tig are just swapping positions now, lap after lap. Could we see this 6, 7, 8, 9 themselves up and get into this fight for the win? All it's going to take is one mistake. Chanes goes down the... Beautiful move. Just gets it done. Late on the brakes. That was brilliant.
Oh, wow. The Aston Martin certainly not afraid to get his elbows out. You are being noticed. Certainly the new contender coming into Season 3 is coming in and showing that he wants championship. He has got blood on his mind because he's going for the risky bull manoeuvres. The slight wheel banging between the Red Bull and Aston Martin, but he did pull it off beautifully.
Did indeed, as Banana and his train have caught yet again. The gap went down to 1.1 seconds there for a moment. It's now 1.3. They're just catching in every corner. Bobby is just going to bring them in. He's going to reel them into DRS here. What is going on? How catch? This is some insane racing. PW Jones in that train as well, solidifying himself P8 position in that Williams. He is having a brilliant race today.
Oh, bit of a move going down for the back end of the field. Mime Jonas gets on through on Jack, but Gatcher's looking forward on Jack as well. Easy done with the DRS. They're not scrapping too hard. They can't afford it. AMS Smith has just picked up 10 seconds in the pits, and that was not going to be removed, unfortunately.
No, it will not. That is very unfortunate for Smith there. Just probably took a little bit too much speed. Didn't quite get the braking right. It's unfortunate, but it's happened to us all, let's face it. We all get a bit ambitious going into the pits. We all just want to lose as least time as possible. And when you're racing at this level, it does happen. I mean, you see it in esports all the time, but he's just going to have to get his head down and see if he can maximise as much as he can out of this race.
Currently flicking through P1 and P6 to see how they're managing each other. We see a move from Glitch 10, sends it on through on Marius Anderson. Whoa, good stop,
I think Bobby's
Bobby.
going to get a bit of a run here on Chanes. No, it doesn't quite. Backs out. Smart move from Bobby there.
Oof, I wonder when the pitch stops.
Hang on a minute, Corey. I think that Banana's just picked up DRS on Bobby. I think this is now a 9-car fight for the win as Ice Cream dives into the pits, going to try and get that undercut. Does Banana have the DRS? He doesn't quite have it, but he will get it at the next detection point. He won't have it here. Can Bobby bridge that gap past them, past that 1 second? I don't think he can. This has just become a big scrap. No, but you do have to remember that DRS detection point is earlier on in the lap. I think he's going to get it coming through here as he's about to hit the second detection point. This has opened up the winnings a lot. Banana, obviously, your season champion for Tier 2 last season, not last year. But he's going to be looking to slap his car up there now. He knows he's got the pace. Bit unlucky off the start, but he's got that DRS now there. You see that rear wing on that Mercedes open, looking to get revenge for his teammate maybe. Get himself back up on the podium where he knows he belongs. Nick picks up 3 seconds. Very unfortunate. Tig is going to go defensive on Glitch 10, I believe there. Little wiggle from Glitch 10, but other than that, the order stays the same.
Textbook DRS overtakes for P11. AMS Smith gets through on Nick. Nick picked up 3 seconds. It's unfortunate, but Smith has boxed. He is on that fresh hard compound tyre. As we see Shanes, Bobby, Edward all dive into the pit lane. Lap 11 done and dusted. They'll rejoin the track lap 12 with only 18 including that lap 12 of racing laps to go on the hard compound tyre. The rest of the field looking to extend a little bit more, a little bit longer on those medium compound tyres. Like I say, I have seen them do 14 laps. So we shall see how the rest of the field is thinking, but the undercut territory has certainly been opened.
It has indeed. I'm very surprised we didn't see Banana diving into the pits there as well. He's going to want to get himself ahead. He's not going to want to get undercut after that absolute battle to get back in the DRS of this front pack. But we will have to see. I mean, he's in a great position here. He's up 3 places off the start after getting, a bit of contact, dropping down the order on that first few laps. But he's put himself right back in this fight. Glitch 10 round the outside. Textbook move yet again for the hen. Gets it done nice and easy.
That could be pit stop strat. He
it could indeed. I think we're going to see a lot of drivers getting into the pits now. Glitch 10 extends. Marius Anderson and Tig into the pits.
Oh, Glitch 10, risky games. He's going to extend. That is undercut territory for Tig and Marius Anderson on Glitch 10. They were well within a striking distance of him. He's still got to run another lap. Oh, he's had a wobble in turn 1 and 2. That could have been disastrous. He's managed to save it well. He's not lost too much time, but Banana does close up a little bit more. PW Jones right on the tail of that Mercedes as well, being carried along through this Grand Prix. Called it out earlier, his consistency could be a good point scorer for the Williams team as Glitch 10 leads in pit net P1.
He does indeed, but will he hold that lead after he boxes this or the next lap? I've just had a bit of a message from over in our Tier 2 section, sorry to interrupt, but there has been a safety car. I wonder what's going on there. Make sure you guys go and check out Tier 2 as well whilst you're here. Another great tier we've got going on the Twitch as well. And if you do want to get involved, ladies and gentlemen, get your sign-ups in. I know we've said it and we're sort of shoving it down your throats a bit, but just get your sign-ups in. You know you want to come and race here. You've seen how competitive it is. We want to see you in this league. We want to build an empire here.
You saw the pole time. Do you think you have what it takes to beat it as Glitched and Banana dive into the pits? If you can beat it and you feel you've got the pace to keep up with these guys, why are you not here already? The championship could be yours for the taking. All you've got to do is sign up 3 time trial times. That is all it takes. And you could see yourself on the top spot in off-the-line racing.
It's going to be very close.
Here comes...
Pit exit, sorry to interrupt. Do Glitch 10 and Banana keep the DRS? I think they do. Yeah, very nicely done indeed. Oh, that's Nick there on the hards. He's also done a massive undercut. He's right back in it as well.
Oh, Nick from Glitch 10. There he goes. He's got the warm tyres. He does make it easy. But how much older? 6-7 laps completed on those tyres for Nick. Whereas Glitch 10 behind just needs to wait for them to heat up, and the advantage he's going to have in the next 2 laps is going to be massive.
It is indeed, as we have P1 down to P9 now, all within DRS. Sorry, not P3 down to P9, my mistake. But wow, 7 drivers, I believe, in total we have here. Just getting ready. They're all here. They all have the pace to get up front. They all have the pace to win it. Who will play the better game? They're all on equal tyres, bar Nick and I believe Smith. But, you know, it's going to be a close one here, and I'm very excited to see how this plays out as we head on to lap 15.
Tig is getting dangerously close. AMS Bobby's going to have to defend for his life as that V-carb powers on, but do not count out the kick salvers that are all over the rear tail of that V-carb. They could do team tactics here, work together to get past who looks to be the driver set for victory. Tig with his undercut, but Bobby leading the charge. It's going to be close. He just needs to defend, needs to keep him behind, but without that DRS advantage at the moment, he is only 2.5 seconds away from Stocky, who will be boxing around 4 to 5 laps time to get himself off them hard compounder tyres. Yet to implement his pit stop strategy. The time is dropping. Bobby just needs to defend long enough, and he will have that DRS defensive tool.
Will indeed, and I've just noticed Shanez has actually dropped down behind 3 seconds behind AE Edward. Not sure what's happened there. You know, he was right with the pack going into the pits when he did pit. Did he have a bit of contact on pit exit? Did he make a bit of a mistake? Who knows? That is very unfortunate for Martin driver Shanez. You know, newcomer in the tier, showing to be a very, very racy driver, but not looking good for him at the moment.
Oh, he's not. He's outside of that DRS when he needs it most.
Sector 1, yellow flag. What's happened there?
Stocky's round!
Oh, that's very unfortunate for the Haas driver.
Oh no, that's unfortunate for Bobby. Oh, his safety car!
It's a safety car. Oh my God. Let me just check the penalties quickly, because that means Smith is going to be able to get rid of his 10 seconds. Is that a VS? No, it's a full course. It's full course safety car.
It is indeed. The safety car is on the track. Oh, let's bring you to our little safety car graphic. So you can see my beautiful mush on the screen while we talk about what just happened. Stocky goes round. That's got to be wing damage. Debris on the track. The car was stopped. The safety car is deployed.
I don't want to say anything too early, but PW Jones has started on the hard tyres. He is 15 seconds ahead. He is going to get a completely free pit stop here. I think PW Jones may be leading the way under this safety car restart. He has played this strategy perfectly. It has fell right into his laps. He's going to have the better tyres. He's, well, assuming no one else pits, but he is in prime position to earn a lot of points here.
Oh my word.
What a lucky guy.
Jones here. Where's he going to come out? Everybody's in the pits. He is. He's going to lead.
Everyone's in. He's going to be leading us away. The safety car. Nick picks up 10 seconds for a severe collision with Glitch 10. Can they get that removed? I don't know. That could be one that doesn't get removed. Who knows? Nick replacing his wing as well. Getting rid of that wing damage. I'm assuming Smith is going to serve his 10 seconds. Yeah, he's serving that 10 seconds. That is what he needs to do here. Going to have no time penalty now. He's going to be able to get underway. Still, he's towards the back of the grid though, which is unfortunate.
Shanez
hasn't
boxed.
As Shanez stays out, Shanez didn't box.
Shanez didn't box.
He's confident that he has the pace on them hards. He reckons he can make it work.
Leon in the chat says, what are they doing? Hard shouldn't box. Well, they have, because they will catch the safety car regardless, being full course, and they'll have fresh medium compound tyres.
The question is, Corey, what will be better at the end? Are the hards going to? I think the hards are going to be the better tyre come the last few laps.
He's already done 5 laps. It's one of them. It's questionable. It could work out. It could be perfect for Shanez, who now sits in P2. He will have the tyres to go the distance, but when is the crossover going to happen, as he's already got 5 laps in on them? The mediums are going to start to degrade. They get about 8-9 laps in, they're going to start to feel the pressure. We've only got 12 laps to go and we're still under safety car. This could come down to the final closing laps for this Aston Martin before he will have any drastic impact.
Yeah, it will indeed. Obviously, PW Jones ahead is going to be on their rubbers. Can Shannon stay with him? I think with the DRS aid, he'll be able to stay with him very comfortably, but obviously he's not going to have it for that first lap. I think PW Jones, provided he doesn't make any mistakes, can build himself up a nice, healthy 7, 8, 10th gap and just cruise on to the finish line and get himself a nice amount of points here.
Oh, so this is beautiful for Jonesy. He's got a hard runner behind him, so the hard tyres, he's not going to get the getaway that Jonesy will have. Jonesy can catch him out, especially going down to turn 1. He's going to be slower. Shanez is going to be slower over the fresh medium compounds. It's going to be beautiful for Jonesy to bridge a gap, maybe even break that DRS as everybody struggles to fight past that hard tyres. Like this is going to change everything on the start. And I think we will go racing at the end of this lap. Everybody is caught back up, the field is collected, and the safety car has completed one full lap. We should see green flags at the end of this lap.
I hope we see green flags at the end of this. I'm really, really excited for what's going to happen here. I really want to get a podium here. I'd love Jonesy to get a win here. You know, the underdog, the one, you know, everyone's probably thinking to themselves, he's quick, but I'm quicker. Can he show the top dogs of Tier 1 what he is made of? I really hope he can. I hope he keeps it together. I hope he gets himself a nice P3, P2, you know, even a win. A win from PW Jones here today, that'd have me very happy as the safety car pulls off. We are getting ready to get back underway with 11 laps of racing as they now come on through, entering Sector 3, collecting as much rubber, as much tyre temperature as they can, weaving left, right. When will Jonesy go? As the safety car is in the pits now, he can go when he wants. Let's see. Does he go yet? He's still weaving, still waiting. Is he going to try and catch him out? And he goes! He's gone down onto the start-finish straight. Doesn't quite get the advantage he wants, but he does manage to keep it. Tig with a brilliant restart right on the rear diffuser, Bobby. And Jonesy is going to keep the lead into turn 1. See this racing. We've got a whole grid now bunched together, all of them in DRS. Jack actually dropping back a little bit, 3/10 out of the DRS, as PW Jones still in the lead. Sector 1, entering into Sector 2 now, through my favourite sector of the track. It is just foot to the floor and send it. I think he could gain a lot of time here through the 910 chicane. You know, provided he doesn't lose position, he's going to have to burn a bit of battery here to keep the track position from Shanez. Will anyone go for moves? Tig right on the rear of Bob. What are we going to see here? Glitch 10 gets past Marius Anderson. Other than that, the order stays the same. PW Jones is just cruising out ahead, gains himself a nice bit of time. There's Bobby now really close on that Shanez. All of them looking to the inside. Can they make a move? Can they stay ahead? Can they stay behind? Who knows? As we head now onto 20th lap of the race.
Oh, Tig, he's all over the rear diffuser of AMS Bobby. He's looking to really put him under some pressure as Bobby gets a little bit frustrated, stuck behind that Aston Martin. You could see the grip difference, the way he was approaching the rear end of Shanessa. He was all over the back of it. You can see the difference in corners. But PW Jones just running his own race, taking it nice and easy. He knows the car behind does not have that tyre advantage he has, so he's trying to preserve the compound. There goes Bobby.
Bobby.
The door has been opened, but he just can't get it
Bobby.
yet. Is there a switch back at mind? Not yet. He's looking for any opportunity to get on through. There's only 9 laps of racing to go. He needs to get on through and fast before those Bobby's tyres absolutely drop off.
Does indeed. Shanez showing he's struggling a little bit of grip there through Sector 1, which is one of the sectors. Is there 3 wide? Come on, 910 chicane. Bobby gets ahead of Jonesy. So does Shanez. Jonesy maintains P3. He may lose some. Go to the inside. Gets himself past Jonesy. Nice and
he's fighting with Shanez.
Oh, there's more. Bit more contact there as Ice Cream gets past Marius Anderson. Ice Cream and Marius Anderson.
Oh, Mercedes off the track. That's Gatcha falling down the field. There's 3 wide on the exit. Oh my word, this is getting dramatic, this is getting chaotic, but everybody with the safety car restart fighting away. Bobby dives into the lead into turn 1. You expected it and saw it coming. It's Jonesy that's fell down to P4, but here comes Ice Cream looking for an open door. Can he pull it out? He's going to send it to the outside line as you've got Tig going around the outside of the Aston Martin, Ice Cream around the outside of the Williams. This is absolute chaos. Action, action, action all over your screen. And Ice Cream looking now to set sights on that podium position. VCAB off to a good start. So is the Kick Sauber, and so is the Red Bull team. Bobby now under attack from Tig. Is Tig going to look for that outside line? He's going to try and go. There's contact! Oh, Bobby barely keeping the car under control, but does so and manages to keep himself going straight. He's side by side for Banana and Marius Anderson as the Mercedes goes on through. Oh my word, my throat's hurting. I've had to just commentate for like an entire lap over the amount of action. This is absolutely insane as Marius Anderson looks for another open door to defend. There's a Williams going defensive against AMS Smith, and that's Jonesy dropping down the field a little bit more. Wow, he had the restart all to himself, but inevitably passed by everybody else who just managed to get the grip going, get those tyres fired up. Oh, I can breathe.
Yeah. Oh, Shannon's going to go for the... Is he going to go for the double contact? Oh, just about to use the position. Wow. Oh, Ice Cream had a spin there. That's not good. Oh, this is getting too close. My heart is in my throat right now. This racing's got me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, here goes Mariam Jonas, moving on through. Stocky could be next under attack as we see AMS Smith get past PW Jones. Nobody at the front making any lunges, any moves. It's Tig, Shannes, AMS Bobby, and there goes a Mercedes and Gatcha looking to fight a V-cab. But Shannes and Bobby side by side. Oh, Bobby looking for the outside line. Can he pull it off? They go through to turn 12 as well. And Bobby dives on through. But here goes a lunge from Banana. He had to back out of it. The door wasn't quite there. He's putting Shannes under pressure on those used hard tyres as the mediums are now certainly being dominant. Tig almost breaks a second, almost breaks that DRS. But Bobby's still got it. There's a car in the wall. Mariam Jonas is in the wall. And that's a safety car once again.
Full course again.
Gatcha's collected as well.
What happened there? That was insane. Ice Cream picking up a 10-second penalty for a severe collision. Wow. That all unfolded so quickly. It is getting extremely racy at the front. Gatcha is now also out of the race. 3 retirees so far. What is going on? I mean, all of these guys are just scrapping for position constantly. They do not care anymore.
Oh,
this has been some insane racing. I'm going to lose my voice by tomorrow at this rate.
This has been absolute chaos. Absolute carnage.
I think it's going to be a 5-4 lap shootout for the win here after this safety car. Wow. I don't even know what to say.
I'm lost for words. We just had 3 laps of absolute racing action followed by racing drama, but it wouldn't be a season opener without action, controversy, penalties, and
They're all going into the pits. They're all diving.
Oh, it's softs to the end. It's softs to the end.
I don't know, you know. I think medium's better.
Nah. We're gonna have a 4-lap shootout.
The softs just die. They do just die here. The tyre wear is awful. I think if you're on the mediums, big advantage over the softs.
Shannes has gone mediums.
Yeah, I think mediums, in my opinion, is the shout here.
Ice Cream stayed out. Strategic mistake.
Yeah, he's got a 10-second penalty. Why is he not getting that removed? What's he doing? Maybe he thinks he can get that removed. Maybe that's what he's looking at. It was a contact penalty, so they can be removed very easily. Obviously, you know, a lot of bugs with the game when it comes to the contact penalties. I know I've been a victim of it myself a few times, but oh, this is going to be exciting.
We have around about a 4-lap shootout after this because we need to complete 1 full lap under the safety car. And then we get back to green flags, providing the rest of the field has caught up to that train. But if we see even a 3-lap shootout, what a way to finish. round 1 of season 3. It has been 3 seasons, well, 2 seasons straight of constant action, and we start off season 3 with more constant action. You can only see it here. So get yourself signed up. Discord linked in the YouTube. Copy and paste. Get yourself signed up. 3 time trials is all you need, and you could be part of this action, this drama. You saw how close qualifying was. Do you have the pace to be on that top spot, or even look at race consistency and knowledge and strategy to pull out a victory? Oh, love it. You know what to do. 3 time trials. Well, first, get in the Discord. Submit 3 time trial times, and then you will be placed in a tier.
Oh, I don't even know what to say right now. I'll be honest with you, as Nick is going back into the pits. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Maybe he's trying to, extend that safety car period. I don't know. That's definitely not a legal move. Tiring. Did he pick up damage? Who knows? No damage from Nick. I'm taking a look at his car here. Unless he got a drive-through penalty. It was a drive-through penalty for Nick. He served the drive-through.
Well, at least he's penalty-free. And from P13 in this little shootout we're going to get going to finish off this Australian Grand Prix. Where can he place that Red Bull, the reserve driver filling in for your 2-time champion, Leon? Well, for now, he's going to have the freshest tyres out of the grid. So this could work in his benefit. Like you say, Sam, those soft tyres burn away quick, they burn away fast.
Yeah, they do indeed, but unless the safety car comes in this lap, I think the soft runners will just about get away with it. Now looking at the laps we've got left, it's getting close. Can Nick catch up in time? I think he's just about going to miss out. Does the safety car come in? Oh, I don't think it is.
Oh, it's a late call. No, I think we're going one more.
Yeah, one more lap.
Oh, there it is!
Oh, late call. Safety car is in this lap.
Very, very late call indeed, just as he got around turn 12. So the ice cream weaving, just trying to put everybody off, trying to catch them out, get the best restart possible. He could get a monumental gap here if he can just get on the power when no one's expecting it, when nobody's watching. You see, he goes very slow out of the final corner. He's running it down this pit straight, and there he goes, flat to the floor. We get going once again for 3 laps, 4 including this one, of a shootout on soft tyres. Apart from Ice Cream braving it on mediums, did not box. But don't forget Shanes also boxed for the medium compounded tyre. But for now, it looks like Shanes is going to get overtaken by Banana. Banana's gone deep. He's not. He's opened the door for Marius Anderson to get on through. And further behind, PW Jones. Jones had to defend a little bit against that Haas of Stocky. AMS Smith looking to get on past, putting the pressure on that Haas driver, and everybody's got away cleanly. AMS Bobby all over the rear tail of that V-Cab Tig, looking to get on through. The DRS is not enabled, as we have just got out under safety car. Will be enabled next lap, so for now, they're just in a train. It's an ERS game. Who's going to deploy the battery? He goes to the outside in turn 9, but the door was not there just yet. AMS Bobby has to sit behind and wait a little bit longer.
Does indeed. Will he go for it here? No, he doesn't. Stays behind. Wait for the DRS as Shanes goes move on Marius Anderson there. They're side by side still. Through into centre 3. Marius Anderson's slam that door shut from the outside. No, you do not. He's saying, I've got the better tyres. This is my track, not yours. Obviously, Marius won last season out here at Australia. He's currently could be in the running for the win, although with that second penalty, I don't know if there's much he can do. I mean, I think, Tig and Bobby have just got to stay ahead here of these two drivers behind with their 3-second penalties, and they've just got to get ahead of Ice Cream. Obviously he has a 10-second penalty, but there's a good chance that's getting removed in post-race in the steward's room. Thank you very much, Corey.
Yeah, it could do. But as we look on now, where the drivers shall finally get that rear wing open after that long Little boring safety car. He's still going to be any late lunges, any moves. You see the Red Bull had to defend against Kick Sauber. He's going up against the V-Cab. He's going to push on through for P2. Can Bobby get on through? No. Ice Cream's fighting. Now we have the Kick Sauber side by side. And through goes Marius Anderson. And Shanez also capitalising on that. He's looking for another move as well. On the other V-Cab goes to the outside line of Marius Anderson. He's shown the hard shoulder. Shown the door. That is my position and you're not having it, says Marius.
He is not indeed. He's got himself up into P3. Banana still within the time to snatch that podium off of Marius. But I think he's gonna go for it on Ice Cream here. He's very close. If he doesn't, he isn't. He's gonna stay behind as Nick has retired from the session in the pit lane. Ooh. Oh, hang on a minute. Bobby's gonna go for a move, I think.
No, he's not. He's got to defend.
But Marius is going for it. Marius is gonna go for the to the inside, gets it done. Nice move there from Kick Sauber driver. You know, he's not been that much of a threat this race, and out of just decided, you know what, I'm going to put the afterburners on and I'm going to gain these positions. I want a podium. He knows he's got that 3 seconds, but he's still not going to stop him from pushing on, trying to snatch a podium position, as Banana now gets ahead of Ice Cream under DRS, burning away at that battery. Ice Cream still just within 6 behind.
Marius
I think that's a penalty for Banana.
Oh, Banana
it's a penalty for Banana.
Penalty.
I think PW Jones is on the podium right now.
Oh my.
I think if he stays ahead of Smith, I think PW Jones will finish on the podium as we come on to the final lap. It's all to play for here between the top 9 drivers. I mean, what is going on this race? Tig 6/10 behind Marius Anderson. Has Marius got the gap enough? Let's check from the leader. I don't think he has. PW Jones still within that 3 seconds. He's still going to get that podium position. Tig currently, provisionally, is winning this race. Can he get ahead of Marius just in case? Bobby is also going to be looking to make the moves on Tig. It is all to play for here as we head on to the final lap. As we get down on towards Sector 2 into the final 2 of the track. I don't know if Bobby's going to be close enough. I think Tig might have this in the bag. I think Tig could be our race winner here today. They're going to have to deploy everything. Has more battery. Who's got more balls to say? We're going to get going here. What is going to happen? As Tig gets past Marius Anderson nice and comfortably. Will Bobby go for it? Well, Bobby's going to go for it as well. I think he's going to be looking to make a late final sector of the track. He's going to burn everything. Both drivers are going to have the... Can Bobby get close enough? I don't think he can. Bobby doesn't get close enough. As Janice now goes for Marius Anderson round the outside. Bit of a snap there from Banana.
Oh!
He's still in position to get P5. PW Jones. Oh no, what's happened there?
AMS Smith has spun, he's round to the back of the field, but now coming down towards the line is Tig, who will cross it with no penalties and will win in round 1 in Australia. Here's a drag race to the line and Stocky crosses it. AMS Bobby lines himself up P2 and Shanez with a podium showing the new guy is a contender. The Aston Martin's been looking strong and he has been noticed. Shanez is looking to be coming for championship, but for now, Tig sets us off with victory here in Melbourne, Australia. Albert Park was his for the taking. Marius Anderson tried it, but couldn't and did have that 3 seconds, fell even further down the field. Bobby for P2. Well done, everybody. Well done, gentlemen. What a Grand Prix. What a way to start Season 3. Marius Anderson, P4. Banana, 5th. PW Jones in 6th. Stocky, P7. AMS Smith, a Glitch 10, and Ice Cream doing your top 10 before we get on board with our final of the finishers being Jack. AB Edward, DNF'd in the final closing laps. Nick as well retiring in the pits. Gatcha, Mariam Jonas and Julian Prince also not seeing the checkered flag. But for now, that does us for round 1. I shall move us on to see if we've got anybody for a nice little chit chat, a nice little interview. Anybody with any words?
Let me see. I'll check if I can get them in. So we've got Bobby coming in for an interview, hopefully. It was Tig, the new season winner. Your first win 3 is Tig. He's a newcomer in the tier and he's just absolutely bossed it today with a nice win over the field. I don't think he's going to be complaining about that at all.
Well, we sit patiently and await. Anybody wants an interview, get yourself in the waiting room if you're on with the stream with us and you can hear us.
I think they are. I think we're going to get Tig in as a guarantee. Hopefully we can get Bobby and Shanez in as well. What a chaotic race we've just seen there. What a brilliant spectate from my point of view anyway. There was not a single lap or a single moment there where I was unhappy as a spectator.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was just pinging the interview room so they could get themselves in there in the waiting room for an interview. No access for Tig. Ooh, roles. Some form of mismatch in the roles there for him. Cannot get himself into the waiting room.
Maybe it's season 3 role. I think that's the only one he's missing. Sorry.
Oh, potentially. Well, we do have
Don't worry,
Victor.
The boss man has sorted it.
Yeah, I do have the race Victor who wants an interview but currently can't get into the waiting room. But if you do want to get yourselves involved in that action you have just seen, we've called it out before, we've called it out earlier, get yourself down here. Discord is linked in the description below. Get yourself joined, get yourself signed up, and you could be part of this racing action. Currently running 2 European tiers and 1 American tier. So any Americans who watch this back, do not feel discouraged to join. We can get you in here. We do have our P3 sitter, Shaness, with a beautiful opening round in Australia to start off season 3 with a strong premise. And you was looking very brave, very bold, some very courageous moves in the likes of turn 3, turn 9, feeling very, very confident. Qualified, P4. How was your take on that? How did you feel in qualifying?
Yeah, on the qualifying I was confident, I would say, but I bottled my second lap. I aimed at 0.0, and yeah, but P4 is okay, but it's going better.
And in the Grand Prix, certainly feeling brave, some courageous moves, and not afraid to take any open door. So, like to see it. Would you consider yourself on the more aggressive side of drivers? You like to take any opportunity?
Sorry, I didn't understand it much. My English isn't the best.
Well, some of the moves, the overtakes. Would you see yourself as more of an aggressive driver who likes to take opportunity? You know, likes to take any door that opens, any chance of a move. Would you say you'd like to try and go for it?
Yeah, I tried to go aggressive to raise my 3 seconds off, but then all in the back got the 3 seconds, and then I was chilling, and yeah.
That was a good P3 finish from yourself to say. Podium sitter to start off with a bang. I'll pass you on to Sam for any questions.
And no.
Yeah, not so much questions, mate, but just more congratulations. Obviously, newcomer to the tier, P3 on your first race. You know, it was definitely a tough race for, I think, majority involved, but just congratulations. Well done. It was
Thank you, mate. I got lucky wing damage on lap 11, I think, but yeah, the second safety car saved me.
Yeah, I think it saved a few people, but yeah, great race from yourself today, mate.
Thank you.
And now we set sights on AMS Bobby P2 sitter. Good race, very, very good race to say the least. Getting in there in the action, looking to make those overtakes, getting that action out there. But in qualifying, I can't remember where you qualified. Give us your little rundown on that. How was it going out here in Australia, especially with the pace being so close? Everybody within 9/10 from P1 to P16.
Yeah, yeah, my qualifying wasn't too good. I don't really like the track, but my tyres were just going off in the race, so I just thought I could stick with the pack, and then my straight line speed would help. And then some incident happened, I'm not too sure, and then like 4 cars got spun round, so then box to do an undercut, and then it got me up into net P2, and then there's a safety car, of course, another two, so that helped a bit, and then yeah, it was an intense finish.
Yeah, very was intense finish as well towards the end. We saw you getting in the action, going for those overtakes and those moves. So credit where credit is due. It was a good race and a good podium to start off in the season. Now, round two, Monza. Are you feeling confident there? Will we see you on the podium again?
Um, it's not one of the tracks I like again, so maybe, but my race pace might help there. So we just have to wait and see.
Smashing, smashing. Congratulations, podium sitter, and hopefully we see you maybe contending for what could be championship. We're quite fast drivers here, so maybe we'll see you on the top spot and not in P2 next time out. You say you're not confident in Australia, but you still got on the podium. Don't like the track? Well, you don't like Monza. Maybe it could be your time to shine. On to Sam. Anything from you, mate?
Yeah, just again, great race. I think Corey's really covered everything. Obviously, two safety cars coming out. One in the middle of the race, one right at the end. When that last safety car came out, were you happy or were you just more like, "Well,
Yeah, I
lads,
was just
this is not ideal."
no, I was certain I had to box with it because everyone else around me was going to box, and if I didn't, I was going to get swallowed up in the pack. So that's obviously obviously a huge factor, but yeah, it helped me in a way. So yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Great race, and congratulations on the podium.
Thank you.
And finally, on to the race, Victor Tig, who looked very, very strong in qualifying, but just fell a little bit short of pole position. How was you qualifying on that, my friend?
Um, Hi, first of all.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, it was good. I think I didn't do much quali practice. I'm not really strong at quali, but yeah, I messed up my final run, but luckily it was good enough to be P2, and then my teammate being P3. We were very happy with that. So I'd say overall strong qualifying from us.
Beautifully done in the race, certainly getting into the fight. There's a race pace a little bit different from what you expected. You wasn't leading the entire time, but the first stint you were certainly well there within it. Was it the pit stops maybe, just the hard tyres not working to your liking till that safety car come out, or was it the safety car that just dropped you down the field?
I mean, I think I thought I was quite strong with both. I just don't really like leading. I like maybe P2 or P3 and just a bit more calmer. Whilst if you're in like P1 all the time, you're defending, and I mean it's just it's not the last lap, so you might as well just take it chill and sit back and just let the race unfold.
Yeah, no, it was a good showing from yourself and a good way to start off the season 3 first victory of hopefully many more to come. Could see you as a contender for season 3 championship. Could you be the one to stop the two-time reigning champion? That is the question. But again, congratulations on the victory on the top spot and to start off with a bang. Sam, any questions?
Yeah, just wanted to know, how are you feeling through the confident from the start, or was it just a bit like, yeah, I'm gonna win, and then right at the end you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna win, I can do this, or how were you feeling through the race?
Yeah, I mean, I felt strong with my pace. I was hoping to go into it winning. I thought I'd, the winning pace. And then when the safety cars came out, it was a bit nerve-wracking, with knowing if to box, and luckily most of the field boxed, but I think everyone was copying me, so I think maybe we all shared that little nerve-wracking, feeling during the safety cars or when to box. But I think throughout the race, it was nice and calm and chill, and I can't wait for next week.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it worked out in the end. Monza next week. How are you feeling for that track?
I mean, same again. It's like it's another low wing DRS train, few corners with lots of straights. So it's a bit more intense than Australia, I think, because you've got to know, like how I think people show like how they really feel, if that makes sense, like driving wise, because you'll have like dive bombs or more four wide into turn one, stuff like that. It's a pretty chaotic track, but I'm ready for it, and hopefully we can bring it on.
Yeah, hopefully indeed. Anyway, well done, mate. Congratulations on the win. First win opening us for season 3 of OTLR. Yeah, brilliant race from yourself. Well done, mate.
Perfect. Thank you.
And that finally does us. We are done and dusted for round 1. But be sure to check out the replay of Tier 2, which will be uploaded to the YouTube very shortly. If you missed it, you was there watching Tier 1. We do have the European Tier 2 running alongside on the Twitch. Will be uploaded to the YouTube very shortly. You can check that out. And again, get yourselves signed up. Even from the American side, we have an AM tier just for yourselves. We can't stress this enough. You want to be a part of this. You saw the action before you. Very quick drivers. Competition at its highest. You've just got to get down here and be a part of it. But for now, that is all. We shall see you next week. Same place, same time, as we take on the mighty Temple of Speed, Monza.